Hi there! Welcome back to my channel, Celestial Connection. Alyssa here. So today we are going to be discussing the beautiful stone Apophyllite. Now there's a variety of Apophyllite. It comes in quite a few different colors such as yellow, green, pink, and I believe black or like brown. But we're going to be really narrowing down on the energy of clear Apophyllite. So this is actually the only piece of Apophyllite that I actually personally own. I've had it for maybe about 3 years now. It's beautiful. And it's funny because I had gotten it in this subscription box. And I kind of looked at it and I'm like, it's a little odd shaped. I wasn't really... Back then, I was more of like my crystals had to be like perfect shapes and stuff like that. So I kind of put it aside with all my other crystals that I didn't use. And recently, a couple of months ago, when I went to go meditate one night, my hand just for some reason just reached out and grabbed this crystal. And I was like, well, that's odd, but okay, let me work with it. So I placed it in my receiving hands and I closed my eyes and I meditated for quite a while. And let me tell you, my entire body was shaking and vibrating. Now, this crystal is known to have very overwhelming energy. So I do suggest and recommend that if you're someone who's very sensitive to energy, or you are someone who's very connected with the higher chakras and you have trouble keeping yourself grounded, like me, I do suggest maybe working with a grounding crystal or grounding yourself before you meditate with this and after you meditate. That way, though you are still connecting to the higher realms, you're keeping yourself grounded and focused, and you're not going to be like way out there when you're going about your day. Yeah, so an awesome property of this crystal is that it has this mirror-like reflectiveness to it. So if you can see, I placed my finger... Let's see if I can get this to work. Focus. So I place my finger there and I move it, and you can kind of see that mirror aspect inside the stone, which is really cool. So a little history about this is that it is known as the fish eye stone or the Reiki master stone. So if you're a light worker or even a Reiki master, or even you do distant healing, this is an awesome stone because of its ability to channel universal like healing and energy. So I do recommend using this. Also, for centuries in India, they would use what they would call mirror apophyllite, which I'm assuming this would be considered mirror apophyllite. They would actually do what's called an art of gazing. And they did this because it was said that there was, when an intention was placed inside the crystal, like the mirror of the crystal, that it would reflect back. So this stone was actually passed on from generation to generation, and that it would allow one to reflect upon the good and the bad aspects of their family's past and their ancestors, which is really neat. I thought that was really cool. It's also used in Tibetan, Ayurvedic, and Indian medicines to cure, to treat allergies, asthma, any skin issues and stuff like that. So like I said before, it comes in a variety of colors. So green, violet, brown. It's usually translucent, transparent. So this one's very transparent. And it also has this awesome reflective, glassy look to it. Putting it outside, like in the sun, is just really awesome. And if you look at my blog post, I have a video of that. It's associated with the air element and the zodiac signs of Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. So there's a few chakras that this stone really hones in on the energy of, and that's the heart chakra, third eye, crown, and the soul chakra. The soul chakra is just above your crown chakra, and that's the 8th chakra. And this is the gateway to the divine energy. So some of the awesome healing properties of Apophyllite are it helps with spiritual growth and healing. It's great for helping focus and redirect energy, for compassion, so for the heart chakra, relieving anxiety, aligning one with nature. So they actually say a green apophyllite, so apophyllite that has a little bit green in it, helps you kind of remind you and bring you back to nature and the earth plane. It's great for deepening your meditations, connecting with the Akashic records, as well as helping with journey work and connecting you to the divine. So this stone is just really beautiful. It just has that like angelic kind of like aura to it to me. Yeah, so like I had mentioned, this is really great for light workers, connecting to universal energy and healing. And yeah, so if you're gonna meditate with this, just really find a quiet spot, dim the lights, kind of get yourself, you know, tune in, center yourself, ground yourself, and after you finish meditating, remember to re-ground yourself, because you might find yourself very elated afterwards. I remember when I meditated with this crystal, I was extremely elated. I was like in the clouds, I was like up here, and I didn't ground myself. So be sure to ground yourself after you work with this crystal. And that's about it. So if you want to learn even more about this crystal, you can check out my blog in the description below. And I hope you guys have a blessed day. And thank you for watching. See you next week.